Some people might just watch videos. Some people, if you want to come to an auction with us, or if you want to be speaking with us, we're here for you guys. So, Wasim, it's awesome to see you getting out of the gate with some good deals. And I think it's neat to kind of touch on, obviously it's investing, right? There's going to be risk, and our goal is to help you guys mitigate that risk. And when it comes to these condos, a lot of the times you can mitigate some risk there because you can see what's going on the outside, right? Is it in a good neighborhood? How does it look? You can stop in front of it and take photos and not be a creeper. If there's, people in the condos, they don't know you don't live there. Whereas if you're looking at a house, if they're living in there or they're having a barbecue on the front lawn, it sometimes makes it a little challenging to get your due diligence. So with these condos, the one that you bought for 86 grand, ARV 337, how many square feet is that condo?
It's 1,200.
1,200. Yeah. So, even if you had to budget for a full rehab, like $30 a square feet, you can still be in a position to easily double your money or more, right?
Yeah, that's definitely kind of one of the possibilities here with this. I'm not new to being a landlord, so I'm open to it.
Yep.
If that's what we decide is best for this property, or if we decide it's best to sell it and flip it to someone else, I'm willing to do that too. So
yeah, like it all depends on where you guys are at for your strategy. So today we're going to look at some property, $1,000. If you have $1,000, this is where you're going to start. If you have 100 grand, you can take bigger swings or also sprinkle some of these in as well. For the people that have lower budgets, you'll start lower. You'll put in some elbow grease and work your way up. Often, the more you spend, the bigger the upside is going to be if you do it right. I think you were mentioning one of the red flags, Wasim. Was there one that, did you mention that earlier, as far as one that had a big red flag?
Yes, there was one. There was a home that I was really wanting to actually bid fairly aggressively on. It was a very, very nice community. And I could tell the home had just kind of been abandoned for a little bit because, the outside just needed a really good power wash and the grass needed to be cut, but otherwise it actually looked pretty good. The neighborhood had pools everywhere and all the neighbors had pools. It was a very nice area. And I noticed it was a homestead. And so that kind of perked my ears because of the 2-year redemption period that I've learned, from you guys. But one of the concerns with that one is, the auction was on a Tuesday, and that Monday, like literally the day before, a warranty deed had been signed and recorded to somebody else. And I knew that if I were to somehow get this property, that it would be a somehow massive legal mess. They weren't notified, even though the names were very similar to the names if I were to read the cases. But I didn't want to even just go down that rabbit hole. So I just pulled the trigger and said, forget it.
Okay.
So
good bullet dodged. And for anybody who's wondering, basically a homestead is a special exemption that you in Texas can apply for, where you get different benefits, some tax breaks and things like that. But the big one is if at a Texas sale, the property's marked homestead, it means rather than a 6-month redemption, it can be up to a 2-year redemption. So we generally avoid those as well because, you don't want your money tied up that long. This is often, depending on how you want to play the game, if you're wanting to cycle money quickly, then that doesn't work very well as far as that goes. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I have a free gift for you for watching a free mini course called The ABCs of Tax Lien and Deed Investing. This is one of the best books on tax liens, and it is totally free as my gift to you for watching. In the description below, it'll walk you through tax liens from start to finish, along with the directories with all 1,500 tax lien and deed counties put here so that you don't have to go and search around the internet to find them on your own. So the other thing I have is if you already have this book and you want to do a deep dive, my team and I have found an auction with a whole bunch of properties worth 200 to 300 grand, opening bids of just $1,600. So if you want to deep dive and attend an auction with some help, you can also schedule a free call below and we can discuss helping you in this business. Regardless, thanks for watching. You can check things out in the description below and enjoy the videos. We'll see you soon.